What's up YouTube, Capital G here, giving you guys a little bit more Dragma action. I read what you guys said in the comment section of my last duels. Cap G, Dragma ain't even good. In all those duels, either the opponent was trash or they opened with Lightning Storm. So the way that I can defend my Dragma deck is by giving you a duel where both of those things happen. Not only do they open with Lightning Storm, but the opponent is trash as well. I wonder what's going to happen. In all seriousness, I still think Dragma is a good deck, although, you know, I gotta work with what you guys give me, so it just happens to be that like every duel happens to have Lightning Storm in it. I mean, I don't have any control over that. Anyways, Rockets are going first, and I honestly am just like shocked by how badly these Rocket players play. I mean, they go first, they make Guard Dragon plays, and then they don't even end up with like 2 legitimate negations. How's that possible? And you can just have like the worst hand with Rockets and automatic. You can just like trip into a Borreload Savage Dragon. So it's like that easy. And if you're getting all of this off, we're talking about a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon that is not even errated in the TCG. So you can use its effect 3, plus times or however many times you can in the first turn. It seems really easily. I think it's because they do dumb stuff like this. Like, what are you doing going for Boros for a Dragon turn 0? I mean, this doesn't make sense at all. Now, if you go for Boro in Dragon, the Link 5 that's not in the TCG, that's respectable. I can definitely respect that, but you should be going for much better plays than this. Going for this also didn't make much sense. I mean, I'm completely down with going for a rank 8, but you could have just, I don't know, you could have went for a better dragon than this. You could have went for Titanic Galaxy. I mean, that's a rank 8 that's also a dragon because you're locked into dragons because Pisty's on the field, and it actually has negation. This is a good card, number 97, but it's only good if you're going second most of the time. Like, these plays don't make much sense. Now, this is where he's going to get Shrek. So he's going to go with the Lightning Storm that will be negated by Borreload Savage Dragon. And if you look at his hand, you're like, Cap, I don't know if he's going to be able to break this board with all these big dragon boys. Guys, do not sleep on this card. It doesn't just summon the Dragma fusion monster. This can summon any dragon monster that is a fusion in your extra deck. And guess what we going for? We going for the 5-headed god dragon. We going for 5-headed dragon. Get rid of all those dragon cards. We're also going to send a copy of Nethys to the graveyard, and I believe with that Monster Reborn, this is probably going to be an OTK. You know what? Doesn't even, he's like, Cap, I don't even need to use the Monster Reborn. I got enough damage on board. It's super cool because with the Dragus card, the Nellius, you can actually use, or you can actually summon things like, you can summon a lot of these super poly targets. You can summon things like 5-headed dragon, which is not really a super poly target, but you can summon Starving Venom Dragon. You can summon Predaplant, Chimera Rafflesia? No. Oh, wait, Dragon, Dragostapelia. Yeah, that one. That's the one. Chimera Rafflesia is not a super poly target. For the second duel, we got my buddy Chainlink, and he is going to be dueling against a Deep Sea Mermail build. Well, this one's mainly like a pure Mermail build. I mean, running Deep Sea Diva at 3 and Mermail is just kind of elementary at this point, but you guys know there is the Deep Sea archetype from Eternity Code, and anytime you duel against either Mermail or Deep Sea Mermail, you're gonna lose some cards in your opening hand if you don't have a way to stop them, because obviously they have Moon Glacia, and they can also go for things like Omega. The Deep Sea cards take cards out of your hand, etc., etc. It's actually really annoying, because if you open with hand traps, they usually can take them out of your hand. So Deep Sea Diva into Nephthybis into Dragoons in the graveyard, and at that point you can just get whatever searches you need. You go for you're gonna search Moon Glacia. Now it's as simple as, can I count the 5? And can I get 5 water monsters in the graveyard? Which, let's see how many he has. All right, that looks like 5 right there. Long as there's no more water monsters, you can drop that Moon Glacia and just go to town on your opponent. I believe that that's what he's going to do. Take 2 cards out of his opening hand. He says, Cap, I ain't taking 2 cards. I'm taking 3 cards. Gonna go for the Psyframe Lord Omega, which, I mean, I think he feels great about that opening turn. Even though you don't have any negations or anything, taking 3 cards out of your opponent's opening hand, it feels very good. Chainlink's going to respond by normal summoning Border, which kind of locks out the Halifabrax, not really, but it doesn't allow your opponent to use the effect of whatever they're summoning from Halifabrax. Like if he tags out into like a Formula Synchron, it can't use its effect because he's already activated one monster effect that turn, which of course is the Halifabrax on field. So we'll see, because he needs to draw something that can get him over these big monsters. He can't use Desert Locust, as I just said, but luckily he's able to get Moonmirror Shield, and that means he can take down Moonland Glacier, and in the following turn take down the Desert Locust. He would not have been able to kill either one of those monsters with that. He also picked up another Solemn, so now he's sitting on double Solemns, and just like that, I think that with Inspector Border, he's probably turned this duel around. Now he's going to hit him with that copy of Solemn Warning, because he doesn't want him to use Nephthybis's effect. And you know what? Well, yeah, Nephthybis would have been a problem, because if he would have sent like heavy infantry to the field or to the graveyard, he would be able to use 2 monster effects this turn, because he has 2 Synchros on the field. And you know, one effect for Nephthybis, the second effect for heavy infantry. Pop this guy, basically just win the game. So you're gonna have to use Solemn Warning. Then he's gonna use Solemn Judgment. Doesn't want him to get another one of those cards. And I feel like the Solemns are putting in that work. Now it's as simple as just, you know, keep attacking with Inspector Border, and Inspector Border is basically a god card in a top deck war. There's the heavy infantry that he happened to draw, and he keeps using Omega because he doesn't want it to be ran over, but that just means you're going to keep taking direct attacks from the Inspector Border, and eventually they will add up. He's going to get Moray of Greed, which he cannot actually activate. He doesn't have enough waters, and I think this is where, yeah, he's going to pick up Banisher, start attacking with that, and I don't know if there's any winning at this point. What I think you do, actually, I think he would have had to set the heavy infantry. I mean, granted, I don't know if he was, okay, Aqua Spirit was on top of his deck. I don't know if he was going to be able to top deck out of this situation at all, because he would have needed some type of monster negation or just straight up spot removal, like a Lightning Storm or something. But if you get Inspector Border plus Moonmirror Shield, Mermail deck's probably not going to be able to beat you. If they don't have a bunch of extra deck monsters on field, you can basically beat their entire deck with just these 2 cards, because you're locking down their monster effects and then they can't attack over it. And Mermail doesn't run that many spells and traps. Their spells and traps just kind of get them to more monsters. They're not cards that take monsters off the field. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed those short duels. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.